Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Hey Status, aka Jeff, and in today's episode of Ludus, first I'm going to walk you through a few things that maybe you don't know already, and then I'm going to show you the most fun lineup so far that's mainly comprised of Astrals, has already proven one of my statements false, and yeah, it's changed my opinion quite a bit. So let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to start this journey today in Temple of Fortune. If you are unfamiliar with Temple of Fortune, 1, you missed 2 of my videos that explain Temple of Fortune. But 2, you've lived under a rock. So, Temple of Fortune is a location where you can use dice to pull legendary cards that are not ethereal and not astral. As you go through your card wish list, you'll see quite a bit of cards are available in that wish list. And then there are the forbidden cards. Those forbidden cards are ethereal and astral. Those cannot be pulled, so don't even friggin' try it. The rest of these cards from the wish list can be found within the shop, within pulls, within, well, basically anywhere that you can get a legendary. It's pretty straightforward. So the main reason why I'm here and why I'm showing you this is if you are a free-to-play player, you don't have to spend money on this game. Look at all these cards that are available without spending money. That's a lot. And there's some good ones in here, aka Lava Girl, the one with the #1 perk in the whole game. I digress for right this moment. So basically how you're going to rock this if you are a free-to-play player is you can technically, if you want to, spend money on the Ludus Pass. If you get the Ludus Pass, you get an entire month of nice things. You get some good rewards, and at the end of the battle, or I'm just going to call it the Battle Pass, it's because it is what it is. At the end of the battle pass, you do get every 3,000 points, you get a chest. In that chest, you get to pick one of 3 legendaries, and you're guaranteed a legendary. Yay! That's just grinding, that's all it is. Now, if you're going into this, these are the cards that I highly recommend you focus on. Actually, let me stop right there. I suggest you write this down, unless you want to watch this video over again, which really doesn't bother me. The more views I get, the more time you watch it, the closer I get to monetization, and the closer I get to having my dream job of playing video games for a living. Okay, so with that said, who I recommend you focus: Angel, Witch, Tech Golem, Gearhead, Paladin, Lich, Vulcan, Aqua, Lava Girl. These are the ones I sincerely recommend that you focus if you are a free-to-play player. If you are going to be spending quite a bit and you want to spend money, the Astrals will all come back at different times. We just had PQ, or Pirate Queen. Pirate Queen was our very first Astral, then it was Iron Tony, then it was Pumpkin Jack, then it was Princess, then Robo Santa, then Storm. We just had an Astral Week last month that allowed for people to pay to get Pirate Queen. Full disclosure, if you don't know this already, Ludus is a money pit. If you are a free-to-play player, you're going to get to a certain portion of the game where you stop climbing and you start banging your head up against the wall as you wait and wait and wait and wait and wait for golden runes, regular runes, legendaries, stuff like that. Because why should any game in the world ever actually be just grindable to get everything you want? Crazy, I know. Otherwise, you're spending a bunch of money. And as we all know, the cards have levels. The cards need copies of themselves to get those levels. To get those copies, you have to spend money. To get the money, you have to work your ass off. To work your ass off, you have to be breathing. I'm in the United States and this place sucks. So that's all I'm saying. Okay, I digress. I'm going to go down a rabbit hole. Either way, you can still get all these cards for free, technically. And this is how you can do it. You're going to go to the primary section of your store. You're going to scroll all the way down here to your daily offers. I believe it is with the Ludus Royal Pass, because I have the Ludus Pass basically up all the time. That's just kind of, again, I don't like watching it fall off. I lose too many advantages. But to my knowledge, you have 2 refreshes and then 1 refresh that you have to watch if you have the Ludus Pass. If you don't have the Ludus Pass, I am assuming you get whatever reset happens and then you get a refresh that you have to watch a video for. But there are gems that pop up in here. You have 400 coin and then you have, I think it's like 25 gem, something like that. Within the span of a week, maybe 2, I would suggest if you're new and you're still in arena, you hold on to every single gem that you get until you get to League. Once you get to League, then you're going to be using those gems to basically just buy portal gun passes, which is over here in our events tab. Portal challenge, what do you know? Since I have the ad skipper, I'm just going to claim these real quick. I will be activating the portal challenge. You have your week-long portal challenges, and you have your weekend portal challenges. The weekend portal challenges are 500 gems. The week-long are 300. Why? The better stuff is in on the weekends. The better rewards, in my humble opinion, are on the weekends. But I think it's basically the equivalent. I think it's the same ones. I'm fairly positive it's the same rewards. Just a little, I think it's the same exact layout, just different quantities of things. I'll have to double check that after, since I made this video. I'll have to look again. But either way, you get ethereal summon crystals in here. You get golden runes, you get regular runes, you get epics, you get coins, you get regular crystals. And if you take those regular crystals, and every time you hit 10, you go into this ethereal summons little random, use ethereal summons to summon a random hero. Once every 200, 300 maybe. I could be exaggerating, but it does feel like 200, 300. You get a legendary. I have had the absolute pleasure of getting 2 legendaries out of one of these, so I do know it works. But outside of that, you're going to be hoarding out your ethereal crystals. Now, I know what you're thinking, Jeff. What what summons do I need to do for ethereal summons? What do I need to wait for? What do I need to keep my eyes out for? Well, lucky for you, I'm about to tell you. We went through the card wish, or we went through the regular stuff of what you need to focus. I hope you wrote that down. If you didn't, rewind. Now, for the ethereal summons, these are the most important ones. Mako, Griffin, Popstar, yeah, Kitsune, that's the other one, Kitsune. Those are the main 4, Kitsune, Griffin, Mako, and Popstar. Now, those are just for perks. I drew you in there, didn't I? That's right. Okay, so basically those are the ones that are for perks. Griffin is overpowered. He has been for over a year. He will continue to be, because he's always overpowered. Kitsune is fantastic for CC control, or for crowd control. She's perfect for that. Mako is a #1 tank in my opinion, and Popstar keeps things from dying. But for pure absolute ungodly power, you want Evil Eye and Muerta. Those 2 are primarily the main ones you want. Now, obviously, we do know Draco, Firestarter, Duckwing, Gambler, and Brewmaster. All of them have perks, but they're all not. I'm not a huge fan of every single one. Scorched Earth does okay. Scorched Earth for Draco does okay. High Explosives for Duckwing does meh. Pyromaniac on fire, or from Firestarter, is actually pretty good. So if you want to focus that one, you can, but I suggest the other 4 first. Gambler's Hocus Pocus does really well, but it needs to be paired with Scorched Earth. And if they're both at legendary status or higher, they actually do quite a bit of damage, but it's really getting Hocus Pocus to max level, which is kind of a pain in the butt. Then Muerta and Evil Eye. Evil Eye does the highest amount of damage in the game. If you put lightning reflexes on him before max level, so legendary and below, the attack speed increase is substantial and helps him out quite a bit. He does at level 14 just shy of 1 million damage per hit. So if you put the lightning reflexes on him, that puts his attack to 1 second, maybe a little bit faster than that. So he's doing 1 million damage to a line of people going pew, 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 pew. You get the point. Muerta is just a big ol' honking baby boo body. She is a thick girl that rocks out her crypts and gives extra bodies, which as you increase up the ladder, it becomes about a health game. There is a lot of times where when you're in a mythic lineup fight, it comes down to the health bar. because their defenses are so high that the offense couldn't get through. The regeneration is so thick that the amount of burst damage just didn't quite make it. They regened out. It all comes down to health. That's the reason why there's a health bar at the bottom of our screen now. So I hope all of this helped. This was 10 minutes of me rambling about who to go for and why. I hope that helped. Landmine is the #1 perk in the game. That is owned by Lava Girl. Lava Girl, Vulcan, Aqua. Those are the top 3 in regards to what is essential in your lineup. Yeah, basically that. Armor or Paladin is another one. Yeah, I'll go through perks later. But if this was helpful, please drop a like, hit the subscription button, or hit the subscribe button. It helps out a lot. I want to be monetized. I want to make money to do this. Let's just put it that way. All right, let's get into today's lineup. All right, so today's lineup is basically my giant middle finger to the bots. I'm gonna be rightfully honest with everybody. I have lost my enjoyment of this game. It's becoming a chore to log in now because I realize that I need to wait. I can't play throughout the day anymore because I fall too far down the ladder too quickly because I keep getting hit with mythic lineup after mythic lineup. That's not going to change anytime soon. But I digress. So I have to wait until 7 o'clock my time, which is or 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock my time, which is Central Standard Time. I have to wait till then for the free losses to kick in. I think there's 5 in total if you have the Ludus pass. I think it's 5. But either way, I need those to kick in. And since I have the ad skipper now, I can't pick and choose which fights those actually apply to. So a lot of the times I go through my 6 fights, I lose because it's full mythic lineups and I'm getting screwed. And yeah, after the 6th fight, there's no reason for me to continue unless I want to keep plummeting down the ladder. And I don't feel like going back down to 7,500. So yeah, I kind of stopped. But here's the lineup I'm using as a middle finger for the bots. It is almost completely Astral outside of Evil Eye. Now, we did lose Pumpkin Jack. He stopped having his Astral Impulse. So what are the ramifications for that? Well, at level 13 with the Astral Impulse, his health was 12,577,804. His current health, 9,721,058. So technically, we lost some of the survivability. That 3 million health was pretty huge. So yeah, getting him upgraded is essential. And then for his damage actually didn't take that big of a hit. His damage was 787,085. And then his damage now is 608,317. So the health is the biggest shot in the dick. But that's okay, because he still has survivability like crazy. We are rocking with him Soul Harvest, Day of the Dead, and Deathly Missile. He is completely attack heavy. He's continuously doing damage with Soul Harvest. He's going to get a body every 5 seconds from Day of the Dead. And every hero on the opponent's side that dies releases a missile that does almost 50% of his damage, which at 608,000 is not bad. It drops out every single tier 1, 2, and 3 card. So it does do a chain reaction where we clear out the board and we can focus down their supers. Storm is still my new favorite. He pays dividends left, right, and center. Even at level 11, he's holding up against max level cards, which is fantastic. So I do know as he progresses in levels, he's only going to get better. So we have armor plating and lightning reflexes on him because I am afraid to try anything else until he gets to level 13. I don't want to break the illusion that he is better than everybody right now because that's my personal opinion. However, one thing I am doing on the side is I am working up Gearhead for her recoil. I believe I can get actually recoil to legendary status now, so I just need some golden runes. But I really want to try, and the chance is increased 100% for the damage going back on recoil. I want to include that with Storm's already, with his bounce kit already, because upon taking melee damage, deals 20% of received damage back to the attacker. I want to increase that with recoil. I really do. I I think that 20% is nice to begin with, but I just want recoil on there to be a little bit more dangerous. I just want it at level 99 before I do so. Princess is going to be rocking out with Aqua Vitae, Onslaught, and Lightning Reactor. Onslaught and Lightning Reactor at max level. Change the tide of battle relatively quickly, and then Aqua Vitae on Princess is just so good because her health is 16.68 million. So she's staying in that fight quite a while. We have 3 more weeks until Princess falls off, so I'm going to kind of enjoy her while I can. She didn't quite make it to max level yet, but I'm sure she'll pull an Iron Tony. I'll get her to max level a month after she loses her Astral. Robo Santa is one I am halfway okay with now. At level I was correct. At level 13 is when his potential became completely unlocked. I absolutely love him now. He is my support Santa. By support Santa, I mean he's got Santa's gifts, he's got Bulwark, and he's got Fortification. We were able to take Fortification off of Evil Eye and put Evil Eye in a more offensive position. Robo Santa is pure defense and support on our side. Yes, he is doing some decent damage at 279,000 an attack, and his attack is just shy of 1 second per hit. But Bulwark on there makes him a tanky boy. Santa's gifts, obviously, it's his perk, so it's going to work out magnificently. Cannot wait to get this to max level, but I still have 2 more levels left to go, technically a level and a half with my copies. And then Fortification. Obviously, Fortification is the number 2 perk in the game, in my opinion. You have Landmine and Fortification. At max level, Fortification negates Landmine. That's the reason why it's number 2. Number 1 is always going to be Landmine because the damage output is just absolutely insane. And then we get on to Evil Eye. Who? Sweet the Devil, is holding on to Landmine because Landmine's the best perk in the game. He's also going to be rocking Eldritch Horror and Daydreams. Daydreams is another one I am planning on taking up to level 99 as it works out really nicely on Evil Eye. Now, if you are unfamiliar with Daydreams, attacks have a 50% chance to apply weakness, increasing incoming or enemies' incoming damage by 98%. If you are unfamiliar with Evil Eye, Evil Eye's attacks target all enemies in a straight line. Now, this is how this works. There are these 3 cards here, right? Evil Eye's here. The laser beam goes through these 3 cards. Daydreams has a 50% chance to apply to each one of these. It's not 50% chance for all of them to get hit at the same time. 50% chance for this one to get hit and this one to get hit, but not this one. And then vice versa. It is random. So you can get all 3 of them getting the weakness, or you could get 1, or you could get none, or you could get 2. You see what I'm saying here? Good. All right, so that's a lot of my long-winded talk. It's been 18 minutes of me talking. So sorry. Let's get into a couple of fights. I want to kind of explain to you how I am merging out, as it is one of the questions I was asked by a subscriber. So let's get into it. All right, our first opponent is Drake Markov, and that's a hard fucking no. That's an 8,000% might. This is the first fucking game of the... Okay, I'm gonna lose it. I can't do this anymore. All right, this is the first game, and we're playing bye deuces oozes. Yeah, that's an 8,000% might. I'm at 6,052. He's over 2k might more than me. Way to go, Ludus. You're doing great. Fight number 1 again. Bing. All right. Power Guido is our first opponent. We will take this because it is within our realm. Okay, so win, lose, or draw. I'm going to try to explain everything I'm doing to the best of my ability, so that way you understand why I'm merging the way I am merging. So first round, 99% of the time, I click the 5 and I hit go. There's really no reason for me to merge out at this time because my main merge is up front here and it is a waste. He is blowing up his entire board. We've lost this one already. This is the shit I'm talking about, but okay. Hopefully we can come back. That's ridiculous. Cool. Okay, so let's go with the combat boost. Now, combat boost is going to go off of your fields. What are the ones you're the most comfortable with? What is going to change up the board? So here is our retrospective. Santa is going to come over here because he's on the front row. There's really nothing he can do up here, so moving him back quickly opens up our front line. We have Princess about to go, so we're going to hit here because there's very little reason why she should get merged here. And now we have Pumpkin Jack. So what we're going to do is top. Yep, Storm's gonna go there. Pumpkin Jack's gonna go there. Yeah, I did just fine. I should have taken the Evil Eye back, but I didn't. That's okay. We've lost this one anyhow. He literally has a almost super on turn 2. This is a shit I deal with on a regular basis. All right, let's go Evil Eye back down here to the center. So one of the things to always keep in mind as you are playing, if you are a new player, if you're an experienced player, either or, what you want to do is constantly think about your positioning. You go into Ludus understanding that it is random. There's no big secret. It is all just random up in these streets. So basically what you want is to know your positioning. Where is your landmine supposed to go? Where is your fortification going to go? Is there a singularity on the opposing side? If so, can I avoid that column and still be efficient and effective? These sorts of things are what you have to look for. Right now, I don't give a fuck because Power Guido is taking me to Pound Town and he didn't buy me dinner. So we do know that singularity is in this row. Now he should be stalled out for quite a bit of time as he does have 2 of his dilly-mabobbers over there. So what we're gonna do is right here, prime example. He has 1, 2 supers, okay? We can get to a super, but we have to do this efficiently. Robo Santa is across the front. His buff pattern goes forward. There we go, that's a tongue tire. It goes forward. So we have ours right here that we're keeping. So we're gonna move this over here, click our summon. We're gonna go over here, click our summon. We had those 2 available. We want 2 in those locations so we can get the super, spread out that prowess love. Then we're gonna bring this princess up here. You're following your buff pattern. You're upgrading your prowess. You're making sure to get to your perks as quickly as possible. That is the reason why it is incentivized a lot to spend a lot of money on this, because of the fact as you progress up the ladder, things get harder. The bots get 1,000 times harder the higher and higher you climb. And it's ridiculous the amount of trouble bots are, because that's mostly all you face. This is supposed to be a PvE game. It is a PvP game. It's supposed to be a PvP game, not a PvE game. But 99% of the time, you're going to be facing a bot. Very few and far between do you get a human. So you're always playing against a bot, which will throw you off, which will make you make poor choices, because of the simple fact when you go in against a human, they play differently than bots. We're going to bring our Robo Santa down here to spread out the prowess love, but also to overlap our singularity. Or fortification, sorry. Not singularity, fortification. We fed our Robo Santa to their singularity, so that way we could stack up our fortification onto our Storm, who is shining bright like a diamond right now and absolutely shrekking the opponent. Which does not bother me in the slightest. Keep going, boo-boo. Robo Santa and Storm are really good together, especially if you have Deathly Missile out there as well. You can see we're coming back now. Power Guido, you didn't go fast enough, but you still could beat me. Most likely you're going to beat me. This is a tough choice, honestly. Evil Eye's attacks have 40% chance to apply fear. Very, very strong combat boost. So we're going to stick with that because of the epic. However, killing an enemy restores Storm 20% of HP is also very, very good. Hopefully that pops back up. Sorry for the burps. Okay, so now we can super out our Pumpkin Jack. So we're going to go with these placements here to spread out that prowess love while maintaining our positioning. Positioning is key. Now, I think I'm going to drop the princess real quick because it's only a 1 of. And we got Storm again. So we're going to stick with the 3 Storm for right now. We're holding tier 1s back so that way we can add prowesses and hopefully get another super involved. It looks like we're going to be going to even on hearts now. So this is nice. This is my FU to the bots. I hate when the things do. I just hate fighting bots, man. I really do. I will talk shit. That's just kind of what I do. I'm telling the truth. That's how it is. Bots right now are ridiculous. All right. Did we get another Evil Eye? We did not. However, we do have a Storm right here that's not going to be getting a whole lot of prowess love. outside of Santa here. So now we have a decision to make. Let's drop the princess, see if we can get a better... Evil Eye is in a better position now. Okay. So, this is what I'm talking about on positioning. I'm going to sacrifice my Evil Eye, so that way the rest can shine bright. This is the sacrifice. This is the sacrifice. He's going into the Singularity line, along with that Robo Santa, so the landmine hits all the supers that the opponent has. And we're going to hit go, because we have no other reason to do anything. We're keeping the tier 1s. We're upgrading those prowesses, so that way we can get to the perks on one quick merge, and hopefully spread out that prowess a little bit better. Griffin just destroying everybody. But Princess charging her way in. Let's go. Ooh, Iron Tony's trying to keep them alive. Came down to health. 56 million to his 33. We still won that. Okay. This is the only perk you should always grab if you have Robo Santa with Fortification. Once per round, receiving damage becomes invincible for 5 seconds. So that way, there is no way that he can go bye-bye and the Fortification can drop. We're going to go there, there, there to break the rock. We are going to go here to break the rock. And then sacrifice Princess, because there's really no reason for her right now. We're going to sacrifice Storm. And we're going to go Santa and call it good. Because why not? It's my baby boy! Santa? Yeah, you want to help me finish off my video?
I eat all my food.
You did? Good job. Hey, can you look at the camera and say hi?
Hi.
Okay, it looks like we are not going to win this round, buddy. Oh, no. We're not going to win.
Almost.
Almost. Okay, we got one more round left. Do you think we can
Well,
win?
that's fun.
Yeah.
And it just was the same one.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have better positioning on our Evil Eye. So let's go here, here, and then you silly butt. And we're gonna go there, there.
Try this.
No, you don't need the headphones right now. And then let it fly.
What the heck?
All right, so we did the best that we possibly could in those regards. We moved our landmine over to where it was a little bit more effective, trying to drain some of that energy off of them. They're just way too strong for us. That is okay. We came down to 1v1 on hearts. Hey,
What's happened?
we lost. That's what happened.
What's happened? The headphones.
They're not on right now. All right, so that is the end of this video, guys. I know I normally do 3 fights, but quite frankly, I don't feel like losing anymore. That is Storm. Okay, let Daddy do his outro real quick, okay?
What's that?
That's Pumpkin Jack, Princess, Robo Santa, and Evil Eye. That is our lineup. I don't feel like dropping any more trophies as this is going to continue. So I'm going to wait 8 more hours to actually do any more grinding at all. I hope you guys found this video informative. I hope this helps any new players actually pick and choose what legendaries they're going to go for. And I hope me explaining a little bit more on positioning and how to merge out did help. So with all that said, I'm going to leave you. We are going to leave you the same way I always do. Yeah, life can be fun if you allow it to be. We'll see you next time. Say bye.
Bye.